Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2020 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So now, before we dive into this reading, let's clear the energy vibration and also raise our own energy vibration. Right? Taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity and centering ourselves. Fantastic. Okay. So let's dive first into our chakra cards for this time. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, goodness. I love that. All right. So, actually, let me put it right here. Let's pull two. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this message. And show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, okay. Fantastic. So I love that Earth Mother just flew out. So I do see you, Taurus, as being rather earthy during this time. Really getting it's like sinking your feet into the ground, getting your fingers dirty. This could be a time where you just let out a lot of excess energy by gardening or going for walks or something in nature. But you have the Earth Mother coming to you right here. And this is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below your feet. There's a sense of connecting with your true essence, your powerful self, your passion, your purpose, your roots is what I'm really seeing here. And it's a sense of feeling mothered, but mothered by the earth, by existence. And that's going to be powerful for you, okay? There's something greater that you're working towards, and it's really coming out. And the Earth Mother is guiding you. It's kind of like your footsteps are being guided. And then we have psychic development. Your third eye chakra is really opening up. So listen to the ways that you are being guided forward by the earth, but also listen to the intuition that comes your way, because your third eye chakra is opening up. And again, in business, okay, Spirit is saying again in business, like, and I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I didn't say this to you guys, but in business, when your third eye opens up, and when you can feel things so much more, and when you are disconnected, it can make things rather awkward. So just be mindful. Be mindful of that for yourself, for those around you, that you're going to pick up on other people's emotions, you're going to pick up on other people's wants and other people's needs, and it can make it feel astoundingly overwhelming for you. It can make it feel like, no, I can't do this. And the fact of the matter is that you can, and you are. And that's going to be more powerful. All right. And now for your spirit guides, your totem animals for this time. Taurus, July 2020. Taurus, July 2020, Taurus. Money and career. July 2020, Taurus. Money and career. Angels and spirits, guide this message. Show us clearly, speak to us clearly. Ooh, this one, right here. Oh, the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. You're really not going to be held back by anything during this time. There's a powerful truth to you. There's a power to you that is absolutely beautiful. And the starfish spirit says you're open to infinite possibilities. And the infinite, it's like becomes possible for you. It's like you don't have the same boundaries, the same restrictions that you once did. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. Taurus, July 2020, money and career. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Show us clearly, show us clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay. So this one first. Okay. And these cards right here. Actually move these over to the side. And 2 extra. Awesome. Okay. Very cool. All right. So I'm just going to put these up here for just a moment. This is your personal self. Okay, your inner self for this time. This is your heart, what your heart wants, what your heart desires. And this is your public self, the way people see you, the way that, the way they see you during this time. So we have the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Page of Cups. I love that. All right. And the Hermit. So strong Virgo presence. All right. This is also a time frame, August 23rd to September 22nd. You have water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer coming through. Cancer at your heart, so strong Cancer energy. Then you have the 7 of Wands, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. Oh, the 6 of Wands. I love that. The 3 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Ace of, oh, that's really pretty, the Ace of Wands. So then we have, as your extra cards, the Fool and the 4 of Swords. So where can I put this? This works the best. I think down here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Right down there. Okay, fantastic. Now, we're going to start off, before I even dive into the cards, you do have a strong Cancer presence, and this little boy right here, I mean, I don't know, he's just really speaking to me. He looks so, like, spunky, like, yeah, nobody can stop me, and I caught a fish in a cup type of thing. And there's going to be that feeling around your emotions, around yourself. It's like nobody can stop you, and you are going to be doing things that seem rather impossible, but it's like through power, through perseverance, they become possible. So yeah, there really is this power to you, and you turn inward, you connect with your inner soul, your inner self, and that's where the Hermit energy, the Virgo energy comes in. It's like this is a very powerful personal time. There can be a young Cancer energy around you. This could be a person who inspires you. You know, for some, this could be your kid, like you just adore them and would do anything for them. The energy comes through there, most definitely. Yeah, definitely that way. And for others, it's like, this is my passion, this is what I desire, and your heart calls to you to move forward, to go after it. So let's see here what people will be in your way. Not the ones that help you. We'll look at those later. But the people that you have to just be mindful of during July 2020. Who are the people that Taurus should be mindful of during July 2020 for money and career? Who are the people that Taurus should be mindful of during July 2020 for money and career? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show us clearly. Show us clearly. Angels, ooh, this one right here. Angels and spirit guides, guide this reading. Show us clearly. Show us clearly. Ooh, okay. So actually, this one right here, and we're going to take Cernunnos out. Okay. Awesome. So Cernunnos represents a Capricorn energy. This is the Devil card in the Druid Craft deck. So Capricorn energies are going to be people to be mindful of just during this time, because they will be very interested in their career and the way they're moving forward. Not necessarily in your career and the way that you're moving forward. So just be mindful of that. Okay. You have Justice here. You have Libra energy. Okay. Capricorn energy is December 22nd to January 19th. Libra energy is September 23rd to October 22nd. And then we have the Princess of Swords, right? This is an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So strong warning with a Libra energy. Just here with your finances and your career. It doesn't mean that they really wish you harm. It means that they're interested in them, and they're going to be looking at their narrative, at their story, and not at yours. Right? Same with the Capricorn energy. The Princess of Swords also represents Gemini and Aquarius. So it can be here that I'm just seeing like a princess, somebody who thinks they're a princess coming forward, and somebody who wants fancy gifts, or kind of pushes the envelope a little bit, and this person is really going to irk you. She just is. And I say I see her more as feminine, because princess, it doesn't really matter. But I do see this person. It can be a masculine person, most definitely, but this person is just going to be somebody who is worried about their bottom line. They're worried about, if they have enough money for their project. They're worried about if, their thing is being seen first, and stuff like that, just pettiness. Okay, because I do see this person, you're really going to think, oh, what a princess. Like, those are going to be the words that tumble through your minds. Like, oh my gosh, seriously. Ew. Okay, just get those set up for you guys. Okay, cool. All right, so as you're moving forward, personally, you come in, you have a lot of choices here. And that's something that is nice. You like choices, Taurus. You don't like to be put into a box ever. But you need to look at things and look at what's right for you, because there are questions that are going to come up during this time. And it can just be you see road A or road B, and it's like, I don't really feel comfortable with either one of them. And so it's through connecting with spirit. It's through meditating. It's through, it can be even exercising. You don't have to do conventional meditation, journaling, whatever it is that feels really comfortable for you. It can be talking out loud to your angels, to your spirit guides that help you work things out, where you start to see this new road opening. And it leads you to the Three of Wands, where you're looking with passion, with intention towards what you want to create. So you have here, you have the number 3 times. So this is a divine calling, okay, for you, and you have it in this little kind of triangle right here, which I really like. So you're looking out, and there's a sense of like being the mother of creation, and that's why you have the Earth Mother energy come forward. I love that. So it's kind of like you're bringing forth something, you're really embracing something new, you're creating something. This is a highly creative time for you. So if you are artistic, or if you've ever wanted to just like create, this would be a fantastic time to really let that shine. Because you're looking at things in a new way, in a way that you're going to see yourself celebrating later on. But right now, you might actually think that you're being rather foolish or wasting time and not doing what's supposed to be done. So here with the Two of Swords, it's really looking at the roads that lay ahead of you and saying, remember, nothing is written in stone. And that's going to be really important for you. And just to know that, just to say that to yourself, nothing is written in stone. And as you're moving forward, you're connecting with your passion, with your desires. And I like how the 2 goes into the 3. It's like, what do you want to create? What do you want to cultivate? You're seeing your ships come in, yes, but it's also like their wishes still. It's not always seeing what's going to come in on the ships, or how your ships are going to be received if you're letting them go out to sea. How people are going to receive your ideas and your words and your, and yourself. So here, with the Three of Wands, it's a very exciting time. It really is. And it's a time where you're moving towards triumph. But there is still some apprehension here, because it's like, am I counting, my eggs before they're laid? Do I know what it is that I want? Do I know where it is that I'm headed? And it can also be a bit of a battle. Yeah, because we have the people to be mindful of. And with justice, it's like balancing the scales. It can be a bit of battle with the justice of it all, with the balancing of the scales, with the having, your return on your investment come in, having things moving forward. So just be mindful of this here, where there are going to be doors that open up. You are going to overthink it, and you are going to have a tendency to overthink things. And just kind of let some things flow, Taurus. Really do. Let some things flow forward. And as you do so, okay, there is the student energy of the heart that comes in, okay? This sense of embracing your passion, embracing your desire, embracing, what your heart truly wants. And this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, right? This person can help you move forward, but this person is also going to make something known to you. Either they're going to do it on purpose or not, but something's going to be known to you, and you're going to be like, wow, I never saw it like that before. You're going to find inspiration in the most unlikely places. And you're also going to find that you triumph when before you thought you would fail. And as you move forward, it's like, oh, okay, I can see this. I can Yeah, I can see where I'm headed. And you need to have that conversation with your heart, with yourself. Because as you do, the fish is going to be important for you. Because Spirit is just saying the salmon is the spirit animal for this time. And I know this might not, I'm really not good at fish. So, could be a salmon, could not be a salmon. But there is this sense of wisdom coming to you and really wanting to surround yourself with things that you love, people that you love, this sense of love, and that being your triumph. So people are going to sit there and be kind of confused by you, Taurus, because they're going to think, oh, you want the material, you want the, heavy, well-crafted piece. And you're going to be more focused on the personal feelings towards things, the way that you're looking at the bigger picture. And this is going to be for yourself. It's not, making a business deal, though some of you Taurians can be looking at things and being like, your answer to yourself, you'll have something a little bit more, concrete for everybody else, but you're really embracing this psychic development, this third eye opening, and you're going to be like, I just have a feeling. And you might even say that to somebody, like somebody that you're close to. You're not going to want to say that to everybody, but I just have a feeling about this. I just see this, because this is going to be something very personal to you, and you're being a student of your heart, of your desire, because you're bringing it forth. And personally, it's kind of like you already feel like I've already taken hits. Things have already gone not the way I had planned them at all. And so as you're looking at this, people might see you, they see you as contradictory at times, because they see you as the Six of Wands, celebration and success, and they see you as the Five of Pentacles, outside of wealth. And so that can also be how you see yourself. At times, like there are moments of celebration and success, and then there are times where you feel like you're outside of wealth and you're not. It's like you're ending that cycle. Yeah, and we see it right here. Because as you look at things, okay, and as you're able even to nurture this child, okay, this child within you, of your passion, of your heart, of what you desire. And that's why you have the Empress right here. It's like turn inward. You have the Hermit. Turn inward. Turn inward and stop all the noise. Stop all the chaos. Also, don't overanalyze. I do know when we turn inward, we tend to overanalyze. But don't put so much pressure on yourself. Look at things and know that you're really here. You're starting a new journey. You are. And you need to rest from the journey that you've been on. Because for some of you Taurians, it's like, man, I've been kicked in the teeth. Things have been overwhelming. I don't know how I moved forward or how I got to where I am. But I do know that I did it. And that's where the light of the Hermit comes in. And it's this quiet, contemplative serenity that guides you forward, that embraces your heart, that looks at your soul. You have a star right here in a jar, right? And what is that? It's the highest form of man's perfection. Back in ancient times, when we looked up at the night sky, it was the most beautiful thing. But it's so funny, because the thing with stars is that they're already gone. By the time we see them, and the ones that are the brightest for us in our sky, they've already burnt out. And so here, as you're looking at things, and as you're knowing things, okay, and as your passion is guiding you forward, do not look at the perfection of other people, okay? Because they're going to be like stars. It's like, that's already gone. What you're looking at is already done. They've already put it out there. Follow your own star. Put out what you need to. And know that each time you put it out, okay, each time you embrace your brilliance, each time you are creative, each time you're doing something, like each minute is already gone. And you're now in the new one. So know that if you're chasing brilliance, or if you say only when I know enough, it's like every moment is going to be different. So let yourself move forward. Embrace it. Then you have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. And the Cancer energy is moving you towards change. It really is. There is a sense here of riddles guiding you, the riddles of life, the, contemplation of things, deeper desires, more truths coming forward. The stars, again, they crown you here, and they lead you forward. So there's something about following dreams, okay, about listening to your heart, about not being so hard on yourself, because you're going to have a tendency to be like, oh no, only if it has like concrete facts and everything like that will I be able to, give myself a pat on the back. It's like, no, go with the feelings, go with the intuition, go with this power. It's not like take your life savings and gamble it away. No, I'm not saying that at all. I believe in savings. I believe in being, prudent about things. This comes from learning it all the hard way and losing everything and having to rebuild. So here it's like, don't be foolish. But know that you have 7 going into each other. So you have the repeat of the number 7. And 7 is a number of deeper wisdom, right? 7 is also a number of truth. You have to tell yourself the truth. And you have to see the riddles that guide you, that lead you forward, that you want to understand, that you need to understand. And so as you're moving towards these goals, towards these dreams, towards these desires, you're going to see yourself moving towards something greater, something beautiful, something powerful. And it is a part of you. And it's a part of your existence, your heart. I mean, this is your heart line. And you have Cancer showing up. In Cancer, I mean, my goodness, Cancers can't be told how to love at all. And so here with your heart, you can be logically looking at things and feel torn, which most definitely will be the case, because you have the 2 of Swords. It's like, which way do I go? How do I do this? I'm trying to logic it out. And your heart is saying, I don't want logic. I don't want logic right now. Just kind of go with me. Take a leap. And it's not a foolish leap. It's like, let you take a chance on you. Let your heart be heard. Because when your heart is heard while you're working, when your heart is heard while you're creating, it's going to come out so much better. But you are going to have this feeling with the 7 of Wands. It's like, I have to defend myself. I have to defend what I'm standing for. I have to defend what I'm passionate about. I have to defend what I want, what I need. And the 7 of Wands is like, no, stop. Don't be, a rug. Don't let people walk all over you. But stand in your truth. And don't make it a battle, because you're just going to exhaust yourself. There's always going to be another battle. There's always going to be another fight. There's always going to be a person who doesn't believe in your dreams. I mean, seriously, it's just truth. And if you battle each and every one of them and say, but you have to see, they don't. It's their narrative. It's their story. They're going to see what they want to see. And so as you look at your world, you see what you want to see, what you need to see. And so here, really don't pick, with your career as it's moving forward. Don't pick the battles with people, because there are going to be people who come forward. They're going to doubt you, or they're going to remind you of just somebody who doesn't celebrate, who didn't celebrate you in the past, who hurt you, who made you doubt yourself. And here, as you stand your ground, you're embracing the Earth Mother, Mother Earth. You're nourishing, you're moving towards success. You're pregnant with possibilities. Creativity is a part of you. There is a sense of being just guided by your heart and by your desires and by what you love, and being able to stand up for it and say, this is who I am. And this is what I need. And as you have that energy come in, there's a lot of doubts and there's a lot of fears that fall away. You see things so crystal clear at times that it's profound. Right? It's like, no, I'm done. I'm done with other people's nonsense. I'm done with things not moving forward the way that I need to, that I need them to. And as you see things clearly, okay, there's a sense of prosperity. There's a sense of understanding. There's a sense of divinity walking with you. And what's so interesting is that as you turn inward, you have this sense of knowledge coming, but you have to take this fool's journey in order to get there. You have to have that be your bridge in the gaps. Your way of seeing things. Because as you see it, as you understand it, you move forward. You move forward towards truth. You move forward towards your power. You move forward in love of new beginnings and in purity of intention. It's not kind of like I'm going to do a hostile takeover of life. It's like, no, I'm going to move forward, and I am using, this wand right here that is being given to me by divinity. And I am so comfortable with the fact that this is my magic, my truth, the God's head that lives within me, that it's holding my belongings. It's not, reverently worshipped or put on a wall or used as, a wise walking stick. It's used to hold your belongings for an everyday task. And the thing that connects you to these two blessings is stepping back and seeing everything that you've been through and giving yourself respect for that. That's going to be a hard thing to do, Taurus. That time out. You would rather keep the wheel going. You would rather just not stop, just keep pushing through. And when it comes to your success, especially in business, it's like if you take it a little bit slower in July, like if you just kind of pull back and say, okay, I get it, and okay, July is the 7th month. You have the repeat of the number 7. Right here, there's something that you're nurturing, and it's going to need time. It's kind of like, when you're growing something or when you're pregnant or anything like that, it needs time to be nourished within you. You can't push yourself as hard as you would want to, or you can't make the plant just grow in the pot. You have to nourish it and water it and make sure it has enough sunlight and everything like that. So there's going to be something here where you need to just rest before you can really take in and fully understand the gifts that come your way. And then we have the 6 of Wands. I mean, this is celebration, success, bounty, passion, purpose. And this is learning how to celebrate yourself. People are going to be celebrating you. They celebrate you, they see you. Okay? Are you going to be celebrating yourself as much? No, you're not. Because that's not always part of your personality to celebrate. It's kind of like, okay, good job, well done. Okay, keep moving. That's going to be the type of thing that you'll say to yourself. And then you have the 3 of Cups. And the reason why you're not going to celebrate yourself is because you have those times where you've had people celebrate you. All right? Or you've celebrated yourself and you've been so happy. But then, this person let you down. They dropped the ball. They hurt you. And you're thinking, how do I do this? How do I move forward? How do I defend myself without thinking that everybody's going to drop the ball? That I won't be able to move forward the way that I want to. That I'm not supposed to have the success that I want or I need within my life. And so with the 6 of Wands, you're going to see that you celebrate you. And whatever they say, they say. Whatever they do, they do. And their negative narrative are not the words that you need spoken over you. It's not the way that you need to move forward. And so here, you also are going to know in business that there's some people you just don't trust. They don't have your best interest out. And you might say, how? How do I not trust them? Well, you can start with Capricorns, Libras, and air sign energies, Gemini, Libras, Aquariuses. But that can be really separating you from a whole bunch of people. It's going to be the people that are really materialistically oriented, okay? Then it's going to be the people who nitpick, okay? Everything has to be just a certain way. It has to be, it can almost be like they're taking justice, but to the extreme, all right? So those are going to be the people that you want to be mindful of. It's also the person, I said before, princess mentality. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. Whenever you sit there and you just think princess, okay, that's going to be a person where your energy and their energy not going to get on during this time. You need to move forward. And yes, celebrate yourself. Celebrate your achievements, because work is going to be moving in a way that you're proud of. It might not be in the way that you want it to, most definitely, but in a way that you're proud of. All right? And this negative energy, these people that speak over you, that sit there and, we're supposed to be your celebrators. We're supposed to be your friends. We're supposed to be, that teacher that believed in you, your parent that believed in you, and they just didn't. Understand that the issues that they're bringing to the table are theirs. And they might be kind of shooting them off at you, but they're not your issues. They're not. It's like that person couldn't believe in you because either they were so jealous of the world that they thought, if I believe in you, then who the heck is going to believe in me? They didn't see that they could help the world grow by embracing kindness, by embracing, truth and understanding. And that's where you feel like the pauper, because it's like, why? Why nothing? Why do I work so hard? Why have I tried so hard? And I have nothing. You can feel like you have nothing to show for it. You can feel like life has kicked you in the teeth and you're like, oh my gosh, seriously? These things happen. Most definitely they happen. And I had a whole year of my life where I cried myself to sleep. Why? Why is it so hard? Does it make sense? No. But would I be able to do what I do now if I didn't have that time of tremendous despair? I don't think so. And so here, it's feeling like you're on the outside looking in at wealth, but you're not. But at times you are going to feel that way, and you're going to feel like this is the way people see you. Not the Six of Wands, not that they celebrate you, but because of some schmuck, you're going to sit there and think, they just don't believe. They don't believe I can do it. And you know what? There are some people in your life, they'll never believe you can do it. And if you do it, they're going to be like, oh, well, it was a lucky break, and, you didn't try quite as hard as you should have. Those people, let them go. Let them go. They're nonsense. And you're not that. I mean, this is an issue that gets resolved, and it gets resolved more quickly than you thought it would because of the power, because of the passion, because of the beauty that you have towards what you want in your life, towards what you're creating, okay? Because of this energy within you. And it brings you to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is God's source spirit, however you see the divine universe, handing you a gift of passion, handing you a gift of creativity, handing you a gift of insight. It's like, oh yeah. This is your passion. This is what you want for life. This is why you get up in the morning. It's like, oh yeah, I see it. But the first thing you have to do before you can take either of these gifts of the mind and these gifts of the soul, is to rest, is to breathe, is to be like, okay, I've been through a lot, and I need to give myself the respect for that. It's not to sit there and wallow, okay? It's not wallowing. It's honoring. It's seeing everything that you've been through and being like, okay, I understand it. And it's letting yourself see that you've been through things. Instead of saying, just keep powering through, power through. It's like, wow, look at what I've already overcome. Look at how far I've already come. And that's going to be powerful for you. It is. So let's go deeper. Show me more deeply. Taurus, money and career, July 2020. What else does Taurus need to know for July 2020, money and career? What else does Taurus need to know for July 2020, money and career? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this message. Ooh. Guide this message and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message and show us clearly. Show us clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And then these three. Okay, fantastic. There we go. So for your inner self, we have the Knight of Swords, okay, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 6 of Coins, 7 of Cups. Then we have the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the High Priestess. I like that the 3 of Cups are like right next to each other, right across from each other. Then we have the Moon, Pisces energy. This is a time frame February 19th to March 20th. The Ace of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords twice, which is awesome. And the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So, during this time, inwardly, your mind is going to want to shoot forward one way. You're going to be like, I see it, I understand it, I'm going for it. Okay? Cutting through doubts and fears, just going after what it is that you desire. Make sure you step back and really take things in. Know what it is that you want. Know what it is that you're moving towards, because there's going to be an imbalance to things. Now, it can be that you have this imbalance when it comes to an air sign energy. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I do see this as like you're slaying dragons. And as you're slaying dragons, as you're releasing this negativity, as you're letting it out of your life, there will be this imbalance where you feel like at one time something is taking more than it's giving. And it makes you feel overwhelmed. It makes you doubt. It makes you look at things and question and look at people and say, well, why am I giving so much? Why am I working so hard if they're just taking and taking and taking? Okay? You're slaying your dragons here. Don't fall into their pettiness, but also don't be a pushover. That's going to be really important. It's like, don't fall into their pettiness, their chaos, their drama. Know your truth. Balance the scales. And move forward. Cutting through doubts and fears. And knowing what you stand for. Because as you do so, like the 6 going into the 7 of Cups shows you the infinite possibilities that can come before you. But the 7 of Cups also warns against imagining. Oh, I wish that would happen. I see myself doing it. And sometimes, it's really funny, because sometimes our mind works so interestingly, because we don't know the difference between imagination and reality in our mind. We know it, like, while we're awake, but we don't know it in our subconscious, in our minds. So when we see ourselves doing something, and if you have a really good imagination, you might feel like, wow, I've already done it. And this is saying here, don't let imagination, don't let the mind be more powerful than the reality of what it is that you want. And so here, it talks about active visualization. See yourself doing the thing. Now, you can say, okay, Dane, you just sound like you contradicted yourself, because I feel the same way. But there is this sense of knowing that you're visualizing. Oh, that's it. Okay, Spirit is saying, you know that you're visualizing. You know that you're looking at an image of yourself, and you're seeing yourself doing it. Doing the thing that you've dreamt of. Being the person that you want to be, looking in at that hermit light and letting it shine with the purest form of your prosperity that you could imagine. Right? And when you're actively doing this, your mind is then told, I'm imagining. And there's a part of you that's like, well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm becoming a part of it. I have to do this now because I've done it before and I was so successful at it. Whereas if you just imagine it, it's not as active. It's not as intense. You don't feel the same way. And so it kind of passes you by. So just be mindful of this during this time, because you're going to be moving towards something that enriches and has you, slaying your own dragons and balancing the scales and moving yourself forward, because your heart, 8 of Swords, it's like enough is enough. The doubts, the fears, the apprehensions, the feeling stuck with the negativity that other people have spoken over you. It's like, that's not my world. It's not my world, and I don't want it. And I will not let myself not be celebrated. And it doesn't mean that everybody has to celebrate you all the time. It means that you need to feel cherished and loved. And you will know the 3 of Cups people, those people who truly cherish you in the most positive sense of the imagery right here. And those who are just going for show. Putting on a show to make themselves feel better, make themselves feel like better people. And then you have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is seeing your truth. The veil is lifted from your eyes. Your heart, Taurus, during this time, it sounds funny when we're talking about money and career. Your heart knows. Your intuition knows. Listen to it. If you're going to sit there and say, wow, my gut feels really uncomfortable with this, don't do it. It might work out really great for somebody else, but it wouldn't for you. So listen to yourself. Not that it wouldn't for you, but it might not. I don't want to speak negativity over you, but, it wouldn't work out the same. Okay, it wouldn't be the same. So know here that you are powerful, and you're having this insight, you're having this power, you're having this prosperity come to you. And it's like, I see it. The High Priestess, in its original form when the tarot was created, it was called the female pope. And if you know the story of the female pope, Pope Joan, it is a woman who became pope, and they didn't know she was pope until she gave birth during, I think, an Easter celebration or something like that. She was riding through the city. And so here it's like the impossible becoming possible. Seeing something so much more powerful, so much more true than ever before. And she has the Pope hat on. And so this is what you're seeing for yourself. You're seeing something that felt impossible. But as the veil is lifted, as the truth is shown, it cannot be denied. And you're like, oh my gosh, okay, I get it. Even if you don't get it 100% of the time, all the time, you get it, you walk with it, you breathe it in. And this is balance and understanding and wisdom moving you forward. And it leads you to your public persona, your public self. So there's a bit of mystery to you. People aren't going to really, yeah, I can see that. Okay. So people aren't going to really understand you all the time. They're going to sit there and be like, there's something hidden, there's a shadow. And you can see that with the Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. There's such a contrast. Now, it can be that you move forward in success in your work, finances. You know, you've had a bit of a struggle with them during these, you know, crazy times. It could be that during, you know, just life in general. Money has been something that you've had to be aware of. Here with the moon, okay, you are looking at the shadows and not being afraid. You're looking at the truth of what you want to create and seeing it openly and honestly for yourself. This is a Pisces energy, okay? This is a sense of opening up your heart and your soul. And that's why people aren't going to really get you. You're coming from a different place. They see things one way, you see them another. And it gives you this knowledge. I mean, you have the Ace of Swords handed to you in your heart self, and now you have it handed to you in your public self. This cutting through doubts and fears, this knowing, you know, kind of like having the best word to say, you know, having the last word, or having this ability to just cut right to the chase with things is going to be so powerful for you. It's like, oh no, you know, taking out the bull and moving towards the powerful, moving towards the truth, guided by your angels. Words are going to be very important. And this could be why you have a bit of a difficulty with air sign energy, because their way of defining things and your way of defining things might be a bit different. And because words are going to be so important to the both of you, air sign energies, just words are important to them. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And for you, Taurus, with having two gifts of the Ace of Swords, words are going to be important to you. Communication is going to be paramount. And so you might find that you just want people to understand perfectly. Don't strive for perfect. Strive for your best, you know, kind of strive for making things as clear as you can. But also know that people are going to have their own interpretations. People are going to have their own views on things, and you're going to have to let them go. Like, let them evolve. Even if it devolves your words, it takes away some of the beauty, some of the brilliance. It's on them. And this knowledge, this understanding, this beauty that is coming to you from your angels, from your spirit guides, that has you reborn, that has you, you know, seeing the truth of the wings that you spread, it brings you to a passion within your career. And your heart had the Empress, okay, at it. And here you have the Queen of Wands. So there's a strong feminine energy around you, a nourishing energy. This is also a very active queen, okay, a very sensual queen. So she's kind of really focusing on a lot of your strengths, the sensuality, the activity, you know, this power, this dedication that moves you, that guides you. And you're going to find that it really inspires you. This sense of embracing what you love, and a sense of seeing that spark in your life come back. You know, that spark of purpose. This could also be a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person who helps you lift the veil from your eyes, see what it is that you really want, and go after it. Now, this could be a person who is like your person, a person that you absolutely rely on and love, or a person who irks you. And kind of, you're like, no, I can't be living in their lies. I have to live in my truth. And you're going to see that as you see this, you know, you see your angels behind you, right? You see that you're guided by something so much greater and so much more than you had originally thought. Now let's look at the people who are going to help you during this time. Who are the people who are going to inspire and aid Taurus in July 2020? Who are the people who are going to inspire and aid Taurus in July 2020? Angels and spirit guides for money and career, for money and career, for money and career. Ooh, okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. Okay, we have 3 for the 3 that were chosen before. So we have Temperance, okay, Sagittarian energy. we have the Princess of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we have the Chariot. So strong Cancer energy is moving you forward. We have it guiding your heart. So it can be somebody you love is a Cancer and you're doing it for them. Okay, it could be that little boy right there that we saw with the Page of Cups. Doesn't have to be a boy, can also be a girl. The image, of course, was male. But there is this sense of passion and power, or however they identify themselves. Passion and power moving you forward. Your heart, you're doing things and you're going to be aided by your heart. Okay, nobody can tell your heart differently. So you're going to find yourself moving forward in that truth. Strong fire sign energy with a strong leaning towards Sagittarius, which is a time frame November 22nd to December 21st. Right? The Princess of Wands is going to be the princess of action, of determination, of career. Okay? The people who are really aiding you here, they have wands in their hands. They are going to be linked in career in one way or another. You know, they're going to share same ideas. You're going to find inspiration off of them. There's going to be something here where you really see yourself linked to them in this way. And this can be, you know, you work with them. This can be you read a book by them. This could be, you know, you watch a podcast by them. However it is that you connect with this fire sign energy, that's going to come to you in a rather public arena. We can see right here, just like this Pisces energy, which I also feel like you're going to find inspiring, okay? Going to come to you in a public arena. This is going to be a person who pulls you forward. Now, they could also have a lot of fire in their charts, right? A very fiery personality. You yourself are going to have a fiery personality and also a very contemplative, you know, personality during this time. And so you're moving forward with this understanding that this, you know, Cancer energy and this fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is having a powerful impact. It can be somebody with the Sagittarian energy, well, with the fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who is rather young, who is, you know, asking the questions, who comes across as somebody who's like seeking, and you are helping, and as you're helping them, you're seeing new things, okay? You're finding new depths, and it leads you to Sagittarius. It leads you to a balancing of curiosity. It leads you to a looking deeper for truths and understandings, and, you know, really seeing what it is that you want from life and from yourself. And as you do this, okay, your subconscious message around people for this time is the Queen of Swords. So as much as you might have a bit of a difficulty with an air sign energy leaning towards a Libra, okay, it's going to be because you find this person to be a princess, a little bit just too immature, and words mean too much to you during this time. But you're also going to find great comfort and great guidance with a Queen of Swords, okay, with an elder of air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also you yourself nurturing and really moving forward with your questions, with your ideas, with letting the wind and the air guide you towards something more. So that is going to be very powerful. It's kind of like you are, you know, even though she looks haughty, and she does, right? She's not. She's leaning back into the wind. It took me forever to realize that. And that's what you're going to see. It's kind of like your first impression on a person, or their first impression on you, going to be haughty, a little bit distant. But it's like you're taking everything in, and that's seen over time. Right? And then your chakra message. Not chakra, tarot message, Eight of Swords. Subconsciously, you doubt, you're questioning, you're, you know, kind of ripping things apart. Don't be really hard on yourself. You know, you're going to want to find all the answers, and it's just going to make you feel paralyzed and overwhelmed. Don't doubt, because you can spend all of July in doubts, in fears, and in apprehensions, and, you know, not knowing. And you're not supposed to know it all. There's an air of mystery to July for you, Taurus. That is beautiful. You're not going to like it so much, you know, but it is really beautiful. And then we have the Two of Coins. You're balancing prosperity. Not coins, Two of Cups. You are balancing prosperity, but this is now what you love. What you love coming forward, guiding you, embracing you. You know, having this beauty be a part of your life. A richness to it. The Minor Arcana Lover's card coming in. It's like you love and you embrace and are enhanced by that love, and it's a sacred love for you. Your subconscious chakra message is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. You are embracing your gut instincts and your gut instinct to how you want to move yourself forward and where it is that you want to be. Your solar plexus guide you, all right? And your self-mastery comes from really embracing this gut decision and really listening to your angels, your spirit guides as you move forward. And then you have your subconscious spirit animal message, which is the canary spirit. Sing your own song. Sing your own song into the world. Follow your truth and follow the music and the rhythm of that truth. It guides you forward. It's going to whisper to you a lot on the wind, Taurus. You're going to feel like, I know, I'm being guided, and you are, by your angels, by your spirit guides, towards success. And it's kind of a different way of looking at success, most definitely, but it's going to be a very powerful way for you that, this is written on the wind, and it's guiding you towards your heart. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Ooh. Let's just move that a little bit forward.